Hi, I'm Dan Holmes, and this is my friend Elsa, and we're a therapy dog team, and we come to the Destin-Fort Walton Beach Airport every Friday just to say hi to everybody, spread a little love and joy, and try to de-stress the travelers, because we all know that traveling can be stressful. I retired after 20 years on active duty in the Air Force and 23 more years as a defense contractor. So after 43 years of working for the Air Force, I said that's enough. And so I was looking for something to do, and I asked my wife, you know, I'm getting a little bored here after a few months. I said, I'd like to do something for the Lord, but I just don't know what that is. I'd like to serve His people, but I've got time now. And she said, well, how about Aliqua Animal Refuge? I came home the first day and sat down to dinner. My wife said, well, how'd it go? And I said, well, you know what's going to happen, don't you? And 4 months later, it happened. I fell in love. They brought her in, and she looked nothing like she looks now. She lost half, well, not half, about a third of her body weight. She was down to 63 pounds. She was full of milk. We don't know what happened to her puppies. She had heartworm. Her hair was so matted and nasty they had to completely shave her and start over again. And we don't know what her story was, but she was just found wandering out on 331 near the Funiac. No chip, no collar or any ID of any kind. She said, well, you know, you're retired now. You have time for a dog. We hadn't had a dog in about a dozen years. And so I came out Monday, walked her, walked all the other dogs during my shift, and went into the office to Kelby, who was the adoption counselor at the time, and I said, Kelby, I think I want to adopt this dog. Well, she looked up from her computer and she said, there's already 2 applications put in on this dog. And I was crushed. I drove home. I thought, well, this just wasn't meant to be. The next day, the gal that worked with the puppies texted me. She said, Dan, both applications on that dog fell through. Call Kelby. So I called her. I said, is that true? And she said, yes, if you fill out an application today, you'll be first in line. And I yelled through the phone, how do I do that? How do I do it? She said, calm down. I'll email you an application, print it out, fill it out, scan it, and send it back. And so I did, and I guess the rest is history. And a week before I was going to bring her home, my wife and I flew out to Colorado Springs to visit family out there. And we were flying through the Dallas airport. And as we were changing flights, we were walking down a long, empty corridor, and here comes a woman with the Great Pyrenees. And I stopped and I said, I'm going to be a Great Pyrenees owner in about a week. And she said, well, we are a therapy dog team. And I bring her to the Dallas airport every week. And she gave me the dog's business card. And so that stuck in the back of my mind. So when I got her home, we went through training. It took about 6 months before we were trained up. And I started at the Manor in Blue Water Bay with her. And then at the Children's Advocacy Center in Niceville for abused kids. She's been in the courtroom 3 different times for young girls during their sexual abuse trial. But about 6 months into our working, I thought about that lady at the Dallas airport. So I called over here, and I think it was Mike Stenson who I talked to. And Mike said, yeah, sure, bring her over. Let's meet her. So I brought her up to his office. And I didn't have to open my mouth. Elsa did all the talking for me. So he said, let's go out to the terminal. So we went out just like we did today. And after about just 5-10 minutes seeing how Elsa interacted with the folks out there, we went back to his office. He said, when can you start? And I said, you know, right away. Yeah. But I have gotten more out of this than I could ever give. People say, well, you got a tough job, and I say, yeah, it's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it. But I tell people this is the best job I've never gotten paid for.
This won't take a second, but it's just special for the airport. So if you can't see, we have Dan and Elsa. Elsa's our therapy dog here at the Destin-Fort Walton Beach Airport, and she's been providing services to the passengers and the employees and visitors for many years. And unfortunately, Elsa's retiring and Dan's retiring, so we weren't going to let them go away without saying a goodbye to them both, because we've really enjoyed their service for many years. So the airport got Elsa a plaque, and if I could, I'm going to read it to you all. It says, Mrs. Elsa and Dan Holmes, thank you for your years of unwavering companionship and comfort. Your calming presence has brought joy and peace to countless travelers, employees, and visitors of the Destin-Fort Walton Beach Airport. You will be missed, and farewell, my friends.
I'd just like to say thank you to Tracy Stage, our airport's director, Mike Stinson, his deputy. All the staff here have just treated us like family from day one, and like one young teenage girl said to another as they walked away, this is the best airport ever. And I agree. This is Destin-Fort Walton Beach. VPS is the best airport on the planet. So thanks for everything.
For the many years, and we hope you enjoy your retirement.
Thank you.
All packages and bags.